Namaste. Narayanam Shamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmat Acharya Pujyantam Guru Vande Guru Parampara. I am fortunate that I am present here on the Prakatta Divas of Swami Sri. It is a coincidence for me. I did not know it. When I came here and come to learn that, I was highly elated. And I offer my pranam, koti pranam to Swami Sri, and humbly pray before him, kindly bless the humanity so that the rivalry, war and miseries are over. Pranam Swamiji. It's a deep honor to be present here, particularly in presence of this august gathering and my brother Vice Chancellor and sister Vice Chancellors. Voice of changes inspiring the next generation of educators. Change is inevitable. If somebody believes a book written in middle of desert 1450 is final, it cannot be changed, this is awfully wrong. Change and death both are inevitable. We have changed. What our forefathers used to follow, we don't follow it. Our education system was grossly controlled by the Western people, then the Aligarh Muslim University. The unfortunate part is, you ask anybody, he can tell the names of all the Mughal emperors, won't be able to tell the names of the Indian kings, those who have ruled India before them. Change is needed. I don't say that for changing, change has to be made. Change must be necessary and holistic. You are educators. The first voice of change we need is compassionate one. Giving a classroom lecture for an hour is not enough. We should be compassionate. The student must understand us. We must try to understand the students who are coming from various stratas of life. You cannot have all brilliant students in the classroom. A teacher is best who is teacher of the mediocre students. Today's educators have incredible opportunity to foster inclusivity, to teach empathy by example, and to create environments where students feel seen, heard and valued. By creating classrooms that celebrate diversity, we are nurturing a generation that understands the importance of kindness, respect and humanity. The second voice of change is innovative one. The world of our students will step into a full challenge we may not yet understand, requiring solutions that have not been invited. Our role is to make them prepared. We cannot make everybody successful, but we can prepare them to face the challenge. The third voice of change is curious one. We must generate curiosity in the minds of the students. They come, attend our class, memorize something, vomit them in the answer scripts, get a grade, that's not enough. There must be a curiosity in their minds to learn more and more. Our Western education has taught us to be materialistic. But our Sanatana education system is not that. Sanatana education system says, know yourself. If you know yourself, you will get mukti. Otherwise, you will not get mukti. Our knowledge is our insight, but we don't have the knowledge that it is inside. That we have to learn. Now, the new educational policy has been introduced. It has various facets. When I came to learn of students of American University, he is studying philosophy, physics and history. I thought, like, how is this impossible? But this is what the NEP is. Interdiversity. It is necessary. But when something new comes to our life, we become apprehensive. Will that do? After 10, 20 years, this will become normal. Then when a change is introduced, we'll take challenge. Will that do? But we have to accept the changes. Higher education must be more accessible and equitable. All the students are not coming from the urban background. We must be focusing on the rural background students, where the opportunities were less. I believe the National Education Policy 2020 in India also shifts from traditional exam-centric education towards a holistic approach that emphasizes all-round development of the learners. Multidisciplinary learning is a very good thing. If you ask me what are my curriculum in MA class, I will be able to tell you. And I tell everybody that I have learned law in the corridors of the High Court, not in the law college. Therefore, the education must be practical oriented. Somebody may be teacher, somebody may be doctor, somebody may be engineer, somebody may be else. Everybody's requirement is there in the society. But they should be prepared for that. We'll try to make them prepared. If a curiosity is generated, they will learn it. Then, embracing technology as an enabler, the NEP promotes digital literacy, access to online resources and personalized learning platforms. This prepares learners for the digital economy and offers access to vast pool of knowledge beyond traditional textbooks. Every day people are suffering from digital cyber crime. We have to make them digitally aware, how to solve it, how to prevent this kind of onslaught on them. I don't know in how many universities there is a smart classroom. In Bengal, I don't think in most of the universities we have. A concept of compassionate classroom, concept of commendable idea is necessary. A smart classroom is a must for education system. And socio-emotional learning integration is necessary. It should be started from the lowest strata, that is schools. Another is all students are not equal. There is a trauma operating amongst the students. Somebody is doing well. And we become parents. Even for teaching in a kindergarten school, we need to training. But we became parents without any training. We scold, look here, that boy has earned 80%. Why have you earned 50%? Assess how much your son or daughter can do. Only traumatizing him and making him more nervous will not do. And beating of child is no in my life. Then teachers should be professionally developed. Once upon a time, I have learned something, world has changed, I have not changed myself. When my uncle was studying, he delivered the same lecture. When my son will be studying, he will be delivering the same lecture. That will not do. World is changing very fast. And a gender equality is a must, and it should be initiated in the minds of the students from the day one. They should learn how to tolerate. They should learn to be tolerant. They should avoid war, conflict and hatred. Today, a large part of the world is fighting. Every day we are receiving news of painful death, and more painful when we are hearing that innocent children are dying. But the problem is, why? I feel that the leaders are not educated. They could not leave greed from their mind. You cannot achieve everything. Everything what you feel is correct may not be correct. In essence, education is a cornerstone for social development, promoting economic growth, health, equality, social harmony and sustainability. It empowers individuals to transform their lives and enables societies to develop progressively inclusivity. I want to remind all of you, those already shaping minds and those who will step into classroom tomorrow, let your voice be voice of change. Know that every lesson you teach, every story you share, every moment you spend guiding a student is a step toward betterment, more compassionate, more connected world. Together let us inspire next generation to lead empathy, to think boldly, to earn continuously and advocate fiercely. Let us pass on not just knowledge, but the courage and compassion this world so desperately needs. After an erudite speech of Swami Sri, I am thankful that you have tolerated me for a few minutes, but I again thank you all. We want a nice world, a peaceful world. We want Shanti. War is no answer for any solution. May God bless us so that our leaders become normal, sensible, and all apathy and fighting are over. Thank you very much.